Hey, welcome to Spitterswall Beer Review with Shagdog and Jammer.
Crack open the curiosity with Shagdog and Jammer on the Spit or Swallow Beer Review. Venture on a fizzy journey as we uncork the world's brews, one bottle at a time. It's a hoppy ride full of flavour, froth and fun. Will it be a spit or a swallow? Stay tuned to find out. Remember, it's not just about the beer, it's the cheer. So grab a pint and come along, because the beer world is vast and the adventure is just beginning.
The adventure is just beginning.
It's not always about the beer. It's sometimes about the cheer.
Yeah.
That's true.
Cheer to beers that brings us cheer.
Yes.
Hey, Shagdog, would you like to do your introduction of your beer first?
Oh yeah. Okay. I'm doing pink beds. Pink beds,
Yeah,
not pink
okay.
houses.
Little pink beds
Ecusta.
for you and me.
Yeah. That's by Ecusta Brewing Company out of Brevard, North Carolina. It gets a NA on Beer Advocate, 6% ABV. Pink Beds, a valley up a hill from a brewery in Pisgah National Forest. Another Pisgah. It's a national forest up there.
Episcopalian forest.
No, first beautiful wildflowers, mountain laurel. This wild sour ale is brewed with hibiscus. Oh fuck, and orange, blood orange for a beautiful dark pink. Or I hate hibiscus. Fuck. Oh, I should have read that. I think I'm allergic to hibiscus.
You hate.
We're getting.
I can't believe you hate.
Hibiscus. Most beers I've done with the hibiscus in it, man, I just feel horrible afterwards. I get out.
Well, Shagdog, I have Shiner's Órale or Órale Mexican style cerveza.
Órale.
Brewed with agave.
Órale.
That's Italian, though. All right, so this gets an 82 by the Beer Advocate. It's a 4.8 ABV, and it says right here on their website, it is premium two-row malt, American hops, and lager yeast. It says our Órale Mexican-style cerveza wasn't brewed for just the heat. It was brewed for a fiesta or after a nice siesta. This Mexican-style lager brewed with the earthy, sweet agave is a clean, crisp, easy drinking brew that pairs perfectly with however you spend your day. So, I'm just going to dive right into that.
I can smell the hibiscus a little bit on this.
I can't believe you'd be allergic to hibiscus.
This is hibiscus
is actually, I like hibiscus.
It just gets my. I don't know what the smell is with that, but I don't know. Well, every beer we've done with hibiscus, I'm like, it's
just terrible.
I can smell hibiscus, but there also is a malty fruitiness, maybe a little funkness to it. Maybe a little tartness in there also. But I do pick up the hibiscus, I think.
Yeah.
That's the offness. The hibiscus, for me, is the offness in the smell. I'm going to go ahead and drink it, Jammer. Give me your description. Oh, yeah, and it looks like a wild sour. It's kind of a pinkish looking golden brown, I guess. Cheers.
All right. Cheers to beers that brings us cheer, right?
All right.
Well, my beer, it had very minimal amount of foam or head retention whatsoever. It's quickly dissipated. It's very thin, little sporadic, little sparse, little clumps of foam there. The carbonation is still visible. It's still floating up and bubbling on the side of the glass and so forth. It's nice golden lager color. It's got a nice malty, grassy smell to it. Corn, caramel, maybe some herbal hops. That's about it. It's not anything too impressive there, so I'm just going to dive in right now, Shagdog. Cheers.
Cheers, brother. That was pretty easy. The hibiscus in there though, it's like an easy, smooth, watery, but it's like the hibiscus hits me. And I'm like, ugh, I taste that hibiscus.
You taste it.
Yeah.
Therefore you are. Well, Shagdog, I get a nice, harmonious blend of flavors here.
Harmonious. I like it.
I'm getting a nice roasted malt flavor there. Very faint, but not. It's not bold, is what I'm getting at. It's just there, and it's rich and toasty. Hints of caramel and a slight nuttiness. Corn is there. It provides a nice, sweet, smooth undertone. Mild hop bitterness, Shagdog. It's just the hop bitterness and the added touch of like a drying sensation just kind of prevents it from being too sweet. But it's on the verge of being too sweet. Yeah. So overall, it's not bad. It's actually one of the better rated ones. Did I tell you what the Beer Advocate gave it?
No.
82, 4.8.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it's not bad, you know.
Yeah, this is pretty easy to drink, but there is a slight hibiscusness to it, and a little maltiness, a little fruitiness to it. But it's pretty easy to drink, though. None of them are like outrageous amounts of hibiscus or fruitiness or anything.
Yeah.
Very light sour type beer.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe even a little berry taste in there. Like, not Barry Allen, but berry the fruit.
Yeah.
But when I hit that middle of the back end, I get that hibiscus, a little malty taste. But it's not too bad. I've had worse hibiscus type beers, so not too bad. You know what, Jammer? I'm gonna give it a B- a swallow for what it is, a wild sour with some hibiscus.
Wow. That's
B-
pretty good.
and a swallow. And that's the Pink Bez. It's got like a little bumblebee or a bee on there. I don't know what this all means, but yeah. I actually have a little beer left in there. That was I don't know if you knew that song, Jammer, but that was Who Wants to Be Lonely by Kiss. Yeah. Oh, you knew it. Shit.
Yeah, I knew it sounded like Kiss.
What album was that from?
That's one of the ones from the 70s, isn't it?
No, that's from the 80s. Asylum. The first album with Bruce Kulick as a guitarist.
What year in the 80s?
That was 85, I believe.
That's close enough to the 70s.
That was after Lick It Up.
Mm-hmm. You know, that they hit right at the good time because of MTV. And they came out with their videos and everything.
And it took the paint off, the mask off, yeah.
Yeah, at that point, you know. So but they were already established because they had their fans to a big degree. But then they came out and they did that Lick It Up. And then the other one, what was the other one? Well,
they actually lost a lot of fans before that when they did the Unmasked album. A lot of people... Well, before that, they actually still had the makeup on, but the album was called Unmasked. That album wasn't one of the greatest. And then they did that fucking, what do you call those type of albums where you're like, I'm going to do this fucking awesome album. Story type album, where they did the Music from the Elder is what it was called. There's a lot of shitty songs on there. It wasn't Kiss, yeah. So then they came out with I think they came out with one album after it. Then they had Creatures of the Night. Creatures of the Night was actually a really rocking album. Some of the songs that brought Kiss back, but I guess a lot of people like those last two albums were like, fuck, I'm not touching it, you know.
Yeah,
So it
I
didn't
wouldn't
get a lot of sales actually.
say. I've never
But
been
that
a
was probably
big
one of their
Kiss
best
fan,
albums
but,
of the 80s.
But there's a few songs I like of theirs. It's not like I can listen to all their albums and say, yeah, I love every one.
Most Kiss records, I like 2 or 3 songs probably on it.
If that.
Yeah. I mean,
I think
'80s
I
albums.
think you're
say-
lucky if for your money if you got one song off the album that was good.
Oh no, Jim,
Yeah,
more than that.
I think majority of the albums, one song, hey, you're lucky.
Yeah, a lot of them. Before Bruce Kulick, yeah. A lot of the 80s albums. Look it up. Probably that was about it.
But as far as
80s, that album there, look at that. It was Who Wants to Be Lonely? And then you had Tears Are Falling.
Nobody remembers
They had their other Tears Are Falling. Everybody knows that one, right?
That one, yeah, but the other one, Who Wants to Be Lonely?
Oh, Who Wants to Be Lonely? No, but I do. Then their next album was
yeah, you don't even remember it. See, and you're a fan.
I know it. Oh, Crazy Nights, right? Crazy. It had the crazy.
Nobody remembers that.
Crazy. I remember that song. You don't remember that?
Well,
one?
yeah, because you're a big fan.
And then they had a song called "Everybody's a Reason to Live, Baby." Everybody has a dream and a hunger inside. You remember that one?
No.
To me, that song almost sounded like a Foreigner type song. Yeah.
Nobody remembers.
And then they had, they kind of sucked. Anyhow, you know the thing.
Personally, I don't mind them. A lot of their songs, I like some of their earlier stuff, like Beth and all that stuff. Yeah, Detroit Rock City is all right.
Yeah, they had a lot of good songs. But I mean, they have enough albums where they could do a concert with fucking one song from each album.
Well, whether anybody could sing along to it.
Loud, I want to hear it loud, right between the eyes. Loud, I want to hear it loud. Need no compromise. I love it. You don't remember that one?
No.
They call it Dr. Love. Call it Dr. Love. That's one of their old ones.
Yeah, that's not a good one.
Love Gun. Love Gun. You remember that one?
Love Gun, it sucked.
Plaster caster. Grab a hold of me faster. If you want to see my love, just ask her.
Yeah, I don't mind it, but as far as a song goes, it's not the greatest song. It's just crappy.
Yeah, catchy. It's catchy.
It's Plaster Caster. Come on.
Grab a hold of me faster.
Yeah, if you just ask her, I get it. Yeah, they're rhyming stuff.
Yeah. If you want to see my love, just ask her.
Yeah, it's like flick my dick. Yeah,
flick my dick in your mouth. And if you don't like the taste, spit it out. But I'm going to put it right back in and you'll just shout. Bum, bum, ba-dum.
You see, you're just as good as Kiss.
I know. Fuck, I should have been a songwriter.
I mean, they're all right. I got really turned off from listening to them or supporting them in any kind of way because of their racist views, but that's all right.
What racist views?
That's what Gentiles are for. That's a quote from Gene Simmons himself.
Yeah, but he is probably reading the Bible.
And that's not only that. It's a lot of stuff that he said that is very insightful on his actual personality. Just the fact that he has strung along with that woman for how many years and then finally married her and then they got divorced.
Jam, speaking of racist shit with Gene Simmons, I asked a Arabic person I know, because he always calls like rock bands, 80 hair bands, all white trash bands. We went to a concert with him one time. He went to the Rat Scorpions concert with us. But I asked him one time about Kiss, and what did he say? Here, I got the text right here. If I can find it. Yeah, I think it's in there. Oh, there it is. Is Kiss because he always called rock bands, hair bands, white trash bands. I said, is Kiss a white trash band or is that a Jewish trash band? And he replies, it is more of an Illuminati plant to infiltrate the music business. That's what he said.
Illuminati plant.
But an Arabic person couldn't say that was a Jewish trash band. He'd be incriminating himself, right?
Yeah. But he said it was a plant by the Illuminati.
Yeah.
That's a roundabout way of saying it's not a real band.
But roundabout way to say it's a Jewish trash band.
Yeah. Anyway, my beer, I didn't give it a grade. I'm going to give it a B- and a swallow. It's pretty darn good in comparison. I don't mind the corn in it at all. And a lot of beers I don't like it because it's not a very nice corn. This is a nice, flavorful corn, and they're not running away from it. They're speaking up. They're being bold, and they're saying that's what we have in it, and that's what we are, and I don't mind that.
Has that got like some Mexican qualities, like Corona or Dos Equis or something? Or
It does have a slight reminiscent view, a little minerality there, but a little view of maybe like a Corona back in the days when it was actually good. Remember back in the day when it tasted good?
Before they were bought by
Anheuser-Busch bought it.
Yeah.
Even Land Shark, it tasted, it's got qualities of that because they're all about the same, What? Just picked up my Trump yard signs. Let's fucking go.
What's the little symbols in between the us? I can't see what
100, 100.
100. Oh, okay.
And then beer.
Yeah. I tell you what, the funniest thing is back 2020, the elections. Speaking of elections, I don't want to get political, but there's a guy that supported Biden.
Yeah.
In my route when I used to do DoorDash, he had a big wooden fence around his yard, and he had a big flag out there, Biden, whatever hell her name is. Someone graffitied the fuck on his fucking wooden fence, like, so you are okay with something about immigration, like no borders. You're okay with no borders, which is pretty much true after Biden got elected. No borders there. Yeah. And I drove by and I saw all these cops out there, and cops were out there, and the guys out there like complaining about his fence or whatever being graffitied. And I was like, what the fuck? And I'm seeing you're okay with no borders, and the guys out there like complaining to the cops. And it was funny as hell. It was a good scene. I wish I should have recorded it.
Well, what's so funny about that is that he's okay with no borders, but yet he has a fence.
Fence around his yard, yeah, because he don't want people coming in his fucking yard, right?
It's so contrary. Part of the contrary tribe. That's what that is.
Right. I mean, I wouldn't want people crossing, especially if you live on a corner a lot. You don't want people crossing your yard to cut to the next street over if they're taking the left on the street or right.
But it's very hypocritical to say you don't want stuff. I mean, it just makes sense. You're going to lock your door at night, right?
Yeah.
Because there's a chance that somebody may not respect your property and respect your area, your belonging, your possession,
your freedom.
Yeah, your freedom, and invade your house or anything. Come in or eat your food, drink, or piss on your couch or whatever, or kill you. So you lock the door. It's the same thing with the border. It's the same analogy. I mean, that's the first step of getting into the country, to get into the door of anybody's home.
Right.
And
you're always going to have always going to have illegal immigration, but the way it's been in the last 4 years,
it's just that is treasonous. That is just
especially when you got all these Chinese nationals that are like fighting age.
It's not even Chinese. It's Chinese. It's Middle Eastern. It's every waking person that hates America able to just come up through the South America into Mexico into America. I mean, it's just ridiculous.
I mean, these idiots are going to be regretting like 3 years from now. They got all these people like attacking. Like, all you need is 500 people attacking every major city. They got enough people already in here to do it. You know.
What's crazy about it too is,
I don't want to get political.
well, I'm going to say this last thing. What's crazy too is the fact, like you said, 500 people. You just need those 500 people dispersed in certain areas. Like, oh, let's disrupt the whole train system. You bomb this train track,
Right.
I'll bomb this train track, and and so forth and so on. Okay, now we've killed people, slowed down movement of property and everything. Yeah, exactly. See, KA's right. I mean, I don't mind people coming into America. I understand why they're doing it, but I don't mind when they come in legally. And I understand people desperate and everything, but it's not just those people that are coming across. That's the problem. But I don't want to get political.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind. I mean, because everybody lives here in America's ancestors are immigrants some way or the other.
That's
Even
what kills
American
me.
Indians, supposedly, the Native Americans, their ancestors came across Alaska, supposedly from Asia to the land bridge across Alaska. But I think they've been here forever anyhow. But anyhow.
But what I was getting, go ahead.
I'm just saying, we're all fucking foreigners. I mean, my grandfather's, my great grandparents came from Italy.
Mm-hmm.
My mother's other side, my great great grandparents came from Ireland. I don't know about my other side, but anyhow, we're all for it. But they came here legally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the thing about it is that you don't know who's coming in. That's what gets me. I mean, you don't want just everybody. What is happening right now is an instant replay of what happened with Castro in Cuba back in the 70s and 80s. They opened up their insane asylums. They opened up their prisons and say, here, go to America. And they came. And we got stuck with some of the worst people as well as some good people. But, I mean, the problem is that there was so many bad that came in.
Yeah, Scarface.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, all these different people came in and it's the same thing.
But somebody like Scarface,
criminal, And I don't blame those other countries. Hey, this is an opportunity for us to open our doors and just send them on their way.
Yeah.
And now what are they doing? They're killing people. They're raping these women, and they're doing all this crap to these kids and everything all across America. Yet they don't want to know. Here's the problem. Not problem, but here's the thing. If you're not living up to your oath of office, then you are committing treason, or you're not. You know what I'm saying? You're not protecting America border. You're not protecting its citizens. You're not defending the country. You're not taking care of what needs, basically the country that needs to be taken care of. So you're not living up to your oath. You need to be impeached or in prison, one or the other, because you are purposely doing this.
Yeah. Yeah, because I mean, there's so many foreign nationals coming through. I mean, how do these Chinese people get here? I mean, it costs a lot of money to come across the ocean, right?
It's not cheap to travel, no.
Right. But now you're coming into Mexico City, wherever you're coming through. Now you got to pay the cartels to get you up to the border, right? Or whatever you're doing. It's expensive.
The crazy thing is if you look at when they were talking about getting the felons their voting rights back, there was a couple of different things that were in there. They had to wait 5 years. They had to pay restitution. They had to serve their time. And
that's Florida, right?
That was Florida, yeah. And the reasons why that was, and the reason why they picked the 5 years, you have to wait 5 years. Oh, that's just barbaric. Why should they have to wait? Well, because it was proven that like 90-something% of them committed another felony
Recidivism, yeah, it's pretty high. So most times they go back to jail within 3 years, basically.
The whole idea of revoking their voting rights you made poor decisions that led you to a felony there, and you haven't learned.
Right.
And you're still committing. So I get it why it was there, but what they did a few years back was they pushed all these organizations to get their rights and all that stuff. And guess what happened? The Democratic Party came in and paid like $5 million of people's restitution so they could get their voting rights back. Then they came in again and paid $10 million to pay for the restitution of these felons and everything in Florida. So it was all a ploy for them to be able to try to swing the state from a swing state into a blue state.
That's what I hate about Democrats. They use every conniving way they can get votes, whether it's immigrants, illegal immigrants, trying to let they want the illegal immigrants to vote, right? Dead people, inmates. If they could, they would get inmates to vote, and they would promise them shit. We're going to try to get you out of prison.
Yeah, or we get you better
just to
food.
Get their votes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they promise shit all the time. These kids, we're going to pay for your education to get votes. Really is, that's what that's all about.
All right, so that's enough of getting political, right?
Yeah, we're not getting political anymore.
Thanks, KA. We appreciate it.
Yeah. What do you say?
You're a new subscriber now. You just took it off again. I can't see it. A beer and some good common fucking sense. I appreciate the real conversation, guy. We appreciate you coming on as a new subscriber, KA. Thanks. We had a few pop on.
I hope that KA doesn't stand for kill Americans.
No, it's kicking ass.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, it's just crazy. I don't understand it. Whatever you want to say,
Hey, I'm ready for the war, though. I got my
you're gonna say
my
it online?
wasp spray and my hot pepper sauce. Yeah, I can say all that online.
We know
you
have an arsenal right there in your
at the compound.
Door. Yeah, you got an arsenal of weapons in your compound there in South Carolina.
Yeah, I got one of those see these crazy shows where they have 150 round clip or something. They got this big round thing with a AK-47 or whatever, AR-15 is got this big round fucking thing hooked to the bottom. I'm like, there's no way somebody's carrying that shit around. That'd be way too much weight. Did
you see that? Enough. I just popped it up on the screen. Can you see it?
No. What was it?
KA says it's Ken Aguilera. Brother.
Who's Ken Aguilera?
KA. Why you keep flipping them every time I click on it?
I'm trying to flip them on. You keep flipping them off. You fucker. You flipping them off.
I'm not doing anything. I was trying to put it on the screen.
That's why only one person should have control. You're the...
All power corrupts.
Ken Aguilera. That's good. K.A. Ken Aguilera. It's not killing Americans. I met a guy from Ecuador when I was at... Yeah, kick it. It's not kick ass, too. I met a guy from Ecuador when I was in the Army. When I first joined. Or not when I first joined, but I got overseas, and this Hispanic-looking guy, he's new to the unit. I'm out there. I go out there smoking a cigarette. He's out there smoking his first day in the unit. I see on his hand here, he's got a tattoo, but it looks like how San Francisco 49ers, like an S through an F, type tat. S through an F. I was like, what are you, a 49ers fan? He's like, no, that's my initials, Fernando Socoto. But he had it like the San Francisco 49ers. I'm like, oh.
That's kind of cool because you think about it. He's able to put it on there and people think, oh, no, that's his initials.
49ers? No, it's my initials, yeah. So, but he came here illegally, and he got in the military illegally. And then they found out about it 4 years after he was in. Yeah. And then gave him other than honorable discharge. He stayed in the States illegal. He asked me if I want to marry his wife so she could stay here, and he was to marry an American woman so he could stay here. And I was like, no, I'm not doing that because they only offered me $5,000, maybe $50,000.
And you couldn't have sex with her. That was the real kicker.
Yeah, I could have sex with his wife, the American woman.
No, you couldn't have sex with her. Is what you told.
No, not his real wife, but the other one I could have maybe if we got along. But who knows? Yeah, well, I mean, she was, and he sent me a picture of her too. She was a fat blonde, you know.
And his wife looked a lot better, right?
Sort of, but her face wasn't that good.
Oh, well, that's what they make paper bags for, right?
That's true, and American flags.
Or a plastic bag. I mean,
yeah.
If she's into that, you know, choking.
Or you put an American flag over it. Do it for glory.
Terrible. I mean, I remember you tell that story, and I remember you saying it was because you couldn't have sex with his wife.
Really, it was about it wasn't enough money to get married to somebody.
Yeah, $5,000 ain't enough.
To move to New Jersey and $5,000, $50,000, I might have taken the offer.
$5,000 and unable to have sex with her, but you got to live with her. I mean that's rough because now you're living with somebody and you can't, you know, and then on top of that, you don't know if you're going to get along with her. And then
I moved to New Jersey.
So you're not getting any benefits out of it, you know, and you got to move to New Jersey.
$5,000. I mean, how long would that last in New Jersey back then? I mean, this is like 2002, 2003 time frame. It was after 911 because they were actually cracking down on immigrants back then. But.
And you know what the funniest part about it, Shagdog? Never once have you said it's because I wouldn't do it because it was illegal.
I mean, I don't think I would.
It was because you didn't get enough money and couldn't have sex with the wife.
You're right. I mean,
5,000? 5,000? You're crazy. And I can't even have sex with her? Well, hell with that.
Right.
Yeah, you could have been arrested and sent away for 10 years.
But I was younger back then. I was back in 2003, so I was like, 32. And I was living with Stacy at the time, too, and I actually showed her his message. And she's like, what? It's pretty funny.
She might have asked you to go ahead and do it for the $5,000.
Shit, I know. She probably would have wanted the $5,000.
Yeah.
She's like, I got $4,000. You keep the rest.
Yeah.
Some shit like that.
Oh boy. Are you?
That's why I should have counter offered. How about you come down and marry my girlfriend?
Yeah.
You move down here to Florida. You could have my girlfriend, and I'll take your wife. Is what I should have counter offered on that.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. And give me another $5,000.
Yeah.
Or I give you $5,000. You come down to marry my girlfriend, and I give you
stuck with Stacy. Yeah.
Oh god. Oh boy. That is the funny.
Yeah. I should have counter offered. I didn't even think about that at that time.
That would have been classic Shagdog there.
No, Fernando, you don't need that girl. Come down, marry my girl. You can move down here to Florida. You marry my girl. I'll marry your girl, and we'll live happily ever after. Yeah.
And we'll split the difference. 2,500.
As long as I get to pork your wife.
Yeah, you give me 2,500, and I give you 2,500, and that's it. There we go. Split the difference.
It breaks even, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or you give me 5,000 and I give you 2,500 back, to take my girlfriend.
I'll give you my platinum credit card and you give it back to me and we'll call it even.
Okay. Well, that was a good Christmas gift, was it not?
It was. But I didn't use it. I gave it right back to you.
Exactly. Kid, if you don't know this back in the day, how we would hang out and all this stuff, me and Shagdog and everything, and Christmas came around, and I always felt bad not buying a gift or anything, so I said, hey, I tell you what, first year, what was it, $20? I said, here, take this $20. I said, here, take this $20. And you took it, right? And I said, now give it back. All right. All right, there we go. Merry Christmas.
I think you say give it back. I think you said give it back. You said Merry Christmas, and I think I gave it back automatically. All right, Merry Christmas to you.
But ever since
if you said give it back, I'm not. Fuck that.
But it was funny because
that's funny. The credit card one. Hey, I'm here's my platinum credit card. Merry Christmas. I'm like, wow. I was like shocked. I was like, really? Wow. But then I was like, Merry Christmas. I gave it back to you. The Christmas spirit came over me. Yeah.
It works.
What I should have done though is went shopping. It's like, thanks, motherfucker.
I call it in as being stolen.
Yeah.
You're welcome, motherfucker.
Yeah, and I'd be on all the cameras. Of course, cameras weren't as widely available back then, but
it still was there.
I'm sure the one camera, I'd been on there using your credit card.
Are you going to do another beer?
Well, you know what? I can, Jammer. I can.
All right. Let's do it.
All right, let's do it.
All right. Ken, we'll be right back, man.
Ken, we'll be right back, and we're going to do this next beer review.
Everybody else, we'll be right back.
9 minutes. 9 minutes. The best beer review you ever seen in 9 minutes.
9 minutes.
All right. We'll see you on the next one. I am Shagdog.
Yes, he is, and I'm Jammer. Spitter Swallow Beer Review, Summer Fiasco of Beers. We'll be right back.
Yes, we'll see you on the next one. Wait, we got another comment. Let me post it before we go.
Ah, okay.
Oh, we just got a bunch of smiley.
KA. Laughing.
Some type of faces.
Laughing,
faces. Crying.
Man, you need glasses, you old fucker.
You're right. All right, we'll see you on the next one. Maybe I won't see you, but I guess some people.
He won't see shit.
All right.
Another comment.